Hi, my name is Mrs. Roth, and I'm teaching third grade at Glen Acres this year. This will be my second year teaching at Glen Acres. I've lived in Lafayette for about 2 years, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our classroom and what we can hope to expect for this year. So a little bit about me. I moved to Lafayette in 2018 in the fall after I married my husband, Alex. He is a grad student at Purdue, and we have enjoyed living in Lafayette so far. This is our classroom, and there's lots of things that you can look at here. I'm very excited that it is looking ready for kids to come. The supplies are on their desks, and since not everyone will get to come into the classroom, I just wanted to show you what your children will be seeing as they walk into the classroom on the first day of school. A few things, I'm going to go over a few things to know and a few things that need to be returned to me. So let's go ahead and look at some of those. So this year we're going to be doing a block schedule to help kids stay in the same classroom each day. And so on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we will be doing reading. And we will be ability grouping like we have in the past, like you did in second grade. And then on math, we will be doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You will get information from your math teacher the second week of school, but for now, the homeroom teacher is their reading teacher. So I will be your child's reading teacher unless something changes. But another thing about our schedule this year is that we have bathroom breaks. This is also to keep students with their class as much as possible. So we have 2 class bathroom breaks, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And students will be able to go one at a time if there's emergencies, but we're going to try to limit it as much as we can to those 2 bathroom breaks. Another thing that is new to school is masks. And so these masks will be provided by parents, and they will be worn all day in grades 3 and 4. The exceptions are breakfast, lunch, gym, and recess. And Mrs. Hackey has provided these lanyards for every student that they will put around their neck. They'll wear this each day, and they will keep it in their binder. So when this comes home, please just keep it in their binder. And they will clip their mask onto it so that it can just hang around their neck when they're not using it. So those will be helpful in keeping track of masks and not getting mixed up whose is whose. Another thing to know is that each child in my class will receive a binder that looks like this, and it will be coming home every night, and that needs to be coming back to school every morning. And just like in the past, we'll be having a conduct sheet inside here. It's green. And that needs to be signed every Monday night, and then I will check it on Tuesday. That just helps us communicate about your child's behavior and how they are doing at school. Another thing that's a little different this year is library books. They will not be taken home. We'll actually be having library in our classroom, and so the librarian will bring boxes of books to our classroom that we can still use, and we can use the classroom library, but students will have to have their own books for the week in their book box, and then we will make sure that they sit long enough so that they are ready for the next student the next week. And so that's something that they will not be able to take them home, but they will still have access to books in class. And we're going to be exploring an app that also has some books on it that we can use for students to take AR quizzes. iPads. There was a charging block and a cord on the supply list, and those are to keep at home. We will be sending home iPads the second week as long as the iPad user agreement has been signed, which looks like this. There's 2 sides to it. We will be sending these home every night, and we expect them to be charged at 80% or higher every day when they come back to school. This is because we use the iPads a lot in our classroom. We have a lot of great apps that we can use and different programs that help aid in our learning, and so we need those to be ready, and that's a way that students can be prepared each day. The consequences for not having iPads charged and for not bringing them to school at all are in the purple folder that I will be sending home with your student on the first day of school. So you can look in there for more details. Homework. In third grade, there's a minimum of 1 spelling and 1 reading homework per week and 1 math homework per month. So these will be what is expected. There might be more on top of that depending on your math and reading teacher. We will be utilizing Canvas, which is a new app that we are using school-wide as much as possible. So as much as possible, we will do our homework on the iPads so that students can be getting used to that and we can save on paper. But that is something that we can download at school so that students, if they don't have internet access at home, they can still use their iPads to complete their homework. Dojo and behavior, there's lots of details about that in this folder. We want to focus on positive behavior, and just as they did in second grade, we will be using Class Dojo. That will also be a way that I will be communicating with parents, and I know Mrs. Hackey will be using that for the whole school as well. So that's something that you want to make sure that we are signed up for, and there's details about that in the folder. There will be no birthday treats this year, but we will celebrate in other ways in our classroom. So there are a few things that need to be returned to school. Again, they are in the purple folder. There's two sides to the folder. So there's one that just says to read and keep at home. And then there's one that says to sign and return as soon as possible. So I'll just go over those information sheets really quick. So the first one is that you'll be getting a home phone call the next week, so either on Tuesday or Wednesday before we start school, so that I know how your student is getting home from school on the first day and the days following that. So you can look out for that, and I look forward to meeting you then. And then there's a student information sheet. That's just one side. Just fill that out, please, about your students so that I can have some information about them and the best ways to contact you. And then I already showed you this one, but the iPad user agreement, you will just initial down this side and then sign on the back, return that. And the last thing is the success compact. Both the parent and the student need to sign this one and return it back to school. Again, those are all in the purple folder. They will be coming home the first day of school. If you can get them back to me as soon as possible, that would be great. Ways to contact me. If you have any questions or concerns this year, I am happy to talk with you about those, so please don't hesitate to reach out. You can either call the school on that phone number, they can forward you to my phone. You can email me or through Class Dojo, and I will make it my goal to respond to you within 24 hours. There are more details about that in the purple folder. It's going to be a great year, no matter what comes. We're excited and we're ready to be creative this year and flexible, and just can't wait to meet all of your students. Thanks. Bye.